Donna from Palis Park Recreation to teach you some yoga classes. This is class number 2 in a series of 3 classes. So if you were here for the first class, we talked about what you would need for your practice. So basically, you need a chair, and it could be your living room chair or a chair that has a flat seat, not tipping back. So when you sit in your chair, when we normally sit in a chair, we might lean to the back of the chair. But in our yoga class, we're using the chair in a different way. So I would like you to, now I invite you to sit forward at the front part of the chair so that you're not laying on the back. If you need a pillow to rest your back on, feel free to place one there. So in yoga, we work on different parts. 1, we work on our posture. 2, we work on our breath. And 3, we work on centering our minds. And 4, we work on keeping that calm, even disposition. And we always work on using our breath to help us with that. That's a part of all of those practices. So let's begin with our breath. So to have good breathing, we have to have good posture. Bring your ankles below your knees in line with your hips. And now we're going to take our hands and bring the sitting bones back. We have to find our sitting bones. They're at the base of the pelvis. And when we bring our attention to the sitting bones, it rotates our pelvis forward so that we're at the front part of our pelvis instead of leaning back. So that's an adjustment that you could make. And then bring your hands onto your hips and lift the sides of your waist, the sides of your chest, and bring your elbows back. Notice how bringing your elbows back expands the front of your chest. Now keep that sense of lift and expansion and place your palms on your legs. Have a slight pressure with the hands to keep the spine elevated. Okay, I invite you to close your eyes, relax your eyelids, and soften your facial muscles. Once again, notice the weight of your feet evenly placed on the floor, keeping your knees over your ankles. Notice the weight evenly distributed at the base of your pelvis. Lift up through your chest, roll your shoulders back, and relax your shoulders down from your ears. Have an inhalation. Notice the breath filling the lungs. And then have a slow, soft, smooth exhalation, relaxing the shoulders down from your ears, relaxing the muscles on your back. Take another breath in. And exhale, relaxing your abdomen, keeping your mind focused on your breath, your anchor. When you're ready, have another inhalation. And on an exhalation, observe the inner body, the inner organs, and especially the abdomen, relax. And then go ahead and open up your eyes. And we'll repeat our gentle movements from our first class. Okay, so starting by bringing your back around your back, spread the space between your shoulder blades, and then come up, inhale. Exhale, round your back, Feel the stretch between your shoulder blades. Inhaling and come up. Exhale, round your back. Spread the space between your shoulder blades. Inhale and come up. Okay, now let's bring our arms down by our sides. Turn your palms out to the side and lift your arms. Inhale. Expand the sides of the waist, sides of the chest. Turn your palms out. Exhale and follow your breath. Notice how we're continuing to keep our mind and body connected with the breath. Roll your palms out, roll your shoulders back, breathe in, stretch up, and then as you exhale, lower your arms down. And roll your shoulders back, palms out, inhale. Lift the side waist, lift the side chest, and reach up. Exhale, and bring your arms down. Now place your left hand on the side, turn your right arm out, and lift your arm for side bend. Exhale, keeping your left hip on the chair. Now, you can lift your chest a little further and see if it feels comfortable to look up at your elbow. Otherwise, just keep your head in place. And then come up, exhale, and release. Now the other side. Roll your shoulder back, breathe in, exhale. Notice how when you bend to the right, your left hip comes off the chair. So keep that down, and then if it feels comfortable, lift your chest further and look up at your elbow. And then come up, exhale, and release. Remember to listen to your body, roll your shoulders back, breathe in, let your breath help you. Exhale. And roll your shoulder back, lift your chest, look up or forward, and release, exhaling. And now the other side, rotate your arm, inhale, exhaling to the side, keeping your left hip on the chair. Now lift your chest and look up at your elbow. And come up, breathing in, exhale, and release. Okay, now it's time for our twist. Breathe in, exhale, and twist to the right. Holding the armchair or the sides of your legs. Now lift up your spine, return to the center, and then exhale to the other side. Feel the breath. Now lift up your spine, inhale. So you're picking up the breath again as you now exhale, let go of the breath. You know, as you inhale, pick up your breath. And then exhale, release your breath. One more time, inhaling, picking up the breath, exhaling to the right. And then breathing in, picking the breath up, and exhaling to the left. And then returning back towards the center. Now right leg up, exhaling, nose to knee. Inhale, lift your spine. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, nose to knee. Lift up, exhale, nose to knee. Now put your foot down, take your legs a little bit wider, and breathe in and come forward. Keeping your chest up, and if you're able and ready, you could allow your head to come down and relax the back of your neck. Only go as far as you comfortably can. Never strain, never force. Breathe in, lift up, and then come up. So never straining and never forcing is not just for yoga poses. It's something we could practice throughout our day as well. Okay, let's practice a couple of eye exercises today. So everyone, have your hands on your lap and open your eyes wide. Okay, look up at 12 o'clock. Now look down at 6. Look back up at 12 again. 6. 12. And 6. Now bring your eyes back in the center and shift your eyes to the right. And now shift your eyes to the left. 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock. You shift your eyes to the right. Shift your eyes to the left. One more time, to the right. Then to the left. And now back into the center. And rub your hands together. Place them over your eyes. And you don't have to touch your eyes. Just put them in front of your eyes, just to make it a little darker. And then open your eyes and relax your hands down. Okay, now we're going to practice the lion. This is a great invigorating pose to enliven your face. So breathe in, open your eyes, and release. So it's kind of like a hissing sound. So let's do it again. Breathe in, lift up, and open your eyes. And come back up. It's also good for the breath. You breathe in to clean your breath. Open your eyes. And release. Notice how your face feels. Maybe you have a little more aliveness in your eyes and in your face. I encourage you to practice that one. Okay, so we're going to do some seated poses, but they're classically standing poses. Okay, so the first pose is called the warrior. We're going to take our right leg out to the side, and you have 2 right angles. Make sure your knees are over your ankles, and how you put your knees and ankles in line is very important. So I want you to take your right hand and hold your leg so that the leg stays back and the knee is right over the ankle. Now take your left hand behind you on the chair and press your chair and lift up through your spine. And then turn and face forward. Roll your shoulders back. Okay, and now bring your right leg back into the center. Okay, now the left leg. Bring your left leg in to the side. You have 2 right angles with your knee directly over your ankle. And put your left hand on the inside of your leg so you're guiding that leg to stay with the knee over the ankle. Bring your right hand behind you on the chair Now press down on the chair seat and lift up your spine. And turn more forward. And see if your knee wants to come forward with you. Try not to let your knee roll forward. And then bring your leg back. Okay, let's add some other parts of the warrior. Take your right leg out to the side. Okay, and now you can imagine that your hand is being held there. Okay, lift up your spine and turn towards the right or the left and bring your arms out to the side. Now lift up your chest and look at your right hand. Reach back through your left hand and relax your shoulders down from your ears. And now bring your legs back to the center, lower your arms. Have a couple of breaths. Always remember to breathe. And now take your left leg out to the side. Knees in line with your ankles. Turn your torso facing more directly forward. Reach your arms out to the side, expanding and widening across the chest. Relax your shoulders down. Now turn the head, look over your left hand, and reach back through your right hand. Gazing with your eyes fixed. Now release your arms and legs and come back to the center. Have a breath. Okay, our next pose is called side angle. The legs begin in the same way. So let's take the right leg out to the side, and once again turn your torso forward. Okay, reach your right arm up. As you exhale, extend to the side. Keep the right side of your waist long as you reach to the side, and place your hand down. See how far down your hand will go. You can put it down on your shin, or you may end up resting it on your thigh. And now, let's lift up the chest and roll the top shoulder back. See if you can get some rotation in your shoulder. And now breathe in, come back up, and bring your feet back together again. Let's do the other side. Left leg out at a right angle. Lift up and turn the torso. Turn the torso forward. Now breathe in, lift your left arm, and feel the length coming on the side of your body. And now extend to the side. Bring your hand down on your leg. And now inhale and lift your chest. Roll your top shoulder back. And now inhale, come up, and bring your feet back together. So all of these poses build strength, build stamina, flexibility, mobility, and coordination. Let's do one more seated standing pose. Take your right leg out to the side, and if you can hold the seat of your chair, and stretch out your leg. Okay, so this is going to be similar to a triangle pose in yoga. You're turning with your chest forward and reaching the right arm, and we're lengthening the side of the body. Okay, so keep lengthening the side of your body, and you can hold the back of your chair, and then just lower that top arm down. Okay, then lift your chest and take your shoulders back. See how much we work with the whole body in our yoga poses. And then come up and bring your leg back into the center. Have a couple of breaths. And now take your left leg out to the side. Press out through your heel. Turn forward and lift your left arm up. Breathe in. And now try not to drop over. Try to stay up and increase the length of your spine. allow, and then take your hand down. And lift up your chest and roll your shoulder back. See if you can feel the mobility in your upper back. And then breathe in and bring your feet together. So always remember that your body will appreciate anything that you do for it. And let's do a couple of poses, holding onto the back of the chair. Okay, so last class, I taught you the strut. So let's repeat that, standing up. Okay, lift your right heel up. Okay, now we'll go up onto the toes, and holding onto the chair, and now place your right heel down. Okay, inhale, come up, place your left heel down. Inhale, come up. Remember, we're strengthening our bones, helping our balance, and reach your right heel down. Now place both feet down. Okay, now from here, we're going to take a stretch up and lift up on our toes. So hold on to the chair with your left hand, reach up your right arm. Exhale and come down. Now, reach with your left arm. Exhale and come down. Okay, now let's do some leg swings. So I'm standing, I'm going to be your mirror. Okay, so this is your right leg. Hold on with your left hand. Stand in mountain pose. So feel the stretch of your legs. When you stretch your legs, it not only strengthens your legs, but it strengthens your back, and it also helps your knees. So standing tall and straight is a great way to get strong. Okay, now stand on your left foot and swing your right leg forward. And now swing it back, balancing on one leg. Okay, swing it forward, inhale. Exhale, swing it back, inhale, and exhale, and release. Okay, place your chair on your right side. And this is your left leg. You can tap your left leg. And place your hand on your hip, and bring your left foot forward. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, standing firm on your right leg. And exhale. And release. Okay, now stand so your back is facing the chair. Hold on to the chair and walk just a little bit forward. And as you walk forward, now see if that encourages you to roll your shoulders back some. You can lift up your chest and roll your shoulders back. Open up the chest. Okay, exhale and release. Okay, now turn back and face the chair for extension of the spine. Having both hands on the chair, walk back into a right angle. Have your feet hip distance apart. Press your hips and thighs back and reach forward through your arms, keeping your chest lifted and keeping your spine long. Have a breath or two and coming forward. So when we stretch our spine, we are bringing energy into the body. And when we work with our shoulders and we work with our hips, we're helping to get that energy into the spine. Okay, now let's come back to our chair. And we're going to be practicing a 3-part breath. So have your feet flat on the ground, your ankles under your knees. So you might ask, well, why do we have to do a 3-part breath? Because it will make the breath fuller and deeper, and it'll bring you to more awareness of your breath and how it's moving through your body. So sit with your ankles below your knees, rest your hands on your thighs, lift your spine, and have a couple of normal breaths. In yoga, we breathe through the nose. So when we breathe in, we breathe through the nose, and when we breathe out, we breathe through the nose. And now place your hands on your abdomen. If it helps you to focus, feel free to close your eyes. As you breathe in and out, notice how the breath is moving, how you feel the breath against your hands. Don't try to make your breath move into your hands, but just notice what you feel as you're breathing. Notice what the body's doing in response to the breath. Now, bring your hands by your side ribs. And while you're breathing in and out, so you're taking intentional breaths, notice how the breath moves to the side ribs. Sometimes we feel like we can notice the breath on one side of the body more than the other. Notice what you feel. And now place your hands to the chest, near the collarbones. And notice if you feel a response, a breath moving. You can feel the breath moving where your hands are. And then place your hands down. So these are ways you can begin exploring the movement of the breath. The breath helps us with many things, including our lungs and our circulation, our mental focus, and much more. All right, so now let's close our eyes. I invite you to close your eyes and breathe normally. Having normal inhalations, having normal exhalations. Normal inhalation, soft, smooth exhalation. Breathe to your own rhythm. Relaxing your abdomen on your exhalations, anchoring your breath. When your mind wanders from your breath, simply guide it back to your anchor. Simply guide it back to the exhalation. And then open your eyes. So today, I encourage you to practice self-care. Take some time to do something that feels good. Take some time to breathe. And I look forward to seeing you in our next class. Thank you for joining.